And good evening, everyone. Welcome to St. Leon, Indiana, home of the East Central Trojans. Tonight, the Connersville Spartans made the trip down State Road 1 to take on the class of the EIAC, the East Central Trojans. Dave Pollard with me. I'm Sam Harvey, and Dave, won't be easy here tonight, but you still got to come out and play your best.
Yeah, you got to lace up the shoes and go out there and play. Your competition doesn't matter. You still have to go out and play your game. Connersville has shown some bright spots on offense and defense so far this year, especially in the one win against Rushville, scoring, I think it was 55 points.
Yes.
And so they can put points on the board, but they're playing a much, much different team than East Central, who are ranked fourth in one poll and fifth in the other. So, I've seen East Central in that state championship game at Lucas Oil before. So, a great tradition here at East Central.
Yes, there is, and there's every indication they could be right back there again this year. A lot of football yet to be played, but I was talking to one of their staff members here earlier, and they're wanting, I think they play Roncalli next week, and Roncalli is somebody that they could play in the sectional. So it is a tough, grueling sectional that they have to go through, much like we have to as well, but they have to play some of those Indianapolis teams.
Well, it's like you've said many times in many games, football and basketball, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so that's why these schools tighten and toughen up their schedule to get prepared for the tourney.
Yes, they do. And I apologize, I said that, but next week they have Guerin Catholic. They'll be up there in another tough Indianapolis team. So they like to play those Indianapolis and Cincinnati teams as well.
Not far from Cincinnati, as a matter of fact. So kind of easy to get those teams to come here and even go over in Ohio and play. A lot of players on this roster for East Central. Has been the tradition each time that we've played them in my 7 years of doing these games. And one of the bright spots for me in this game tonight is going to be watching number 48 in an East Central jersey, and that's Sophie Browndyke, who is a senior, but we've watched her all 4 years kick the football. Yes,
and we learned that her father was a kicker at LSU, and that her brother was a kicker here at East Central. So it's in their blood.
Yeah, and she's out there right now trying to kick 45 yards away, and that's 55 if you add the 10 for the end zone. So, and
she's got nearly has the range.
Yeah,
just
she
a little
does.
Short, but I've enjoyed watching her the previous 2 seasons. She started with the varsity here as a sophomore. So, she's a senior, and they had senior night here earlier, introduced players, but I didn't catch what her future plans were.
I didn't either. I didn't hear the PA announcer when he announced that.
You're listening to the pregame show. It's powered by Parts Pro Auto Parts and Repair on East 5th Street in Connersville. They'll take care of all your vehicle needs. And it's time, we talk about this every year, it's time to start thinking about maybe a little winterization, because while it's a beautiful night here tonight, the leaves are going to start falling and the temperatures are going to start dropping.
Yes, it won't take long. This being the 1st of October, and just long ago we opened the season in August, and it was a very, very, very warm night on the turf, especially at Richmond. But more football weather type we have here tonight.
Yes, it is. Last check, and we'll have that game time temperature for you here in a little bit. But last check, it was 71 degrees, but a very pleasant 71. Not much air stirring, but relatively low humidity. It's just been a great week.
Yes, it has. Absolutely. And you're the weatherman that knows.
Well, I'm no Randy Ollisman. But, it's clear skies here, and I'm sure temperatures will start to drop soon as the sun is down over the horizon, and first time this season, I think, that by the start of the game that the sun is down.
We have quite a few fans made the trip from Connersville down across the way.
Well, just a short ride down, and got to slow down a little bit for Brookville, but nothing else slows me down too much.
I've noticed that over the years.
Got here in time to enjoy a three-way, and
yes, we did.
Really like coming and doing that anytime we come south to East Central or Lawrenceburg or where else we go? South Dearborn. Even Franklin County. So,
right.
So anyway, here comes the marching Trojans out onto the field. Not only they have 100 players or more on their football team, it would appear that the band is just about as big.
Yeah, and they have a lot of tradition here at East Central, and they take pride in their band, their football team, their basketball team even, and, of course, all their sports. As you look around at this facility, and it's just made for country setting.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Sits right along I-74 here, just south of St. Leon, but at I-74 and State Road 1 interchange. And, in a couple weeks when the leaves start turning around here, it's really going to be pretty.
Absolutely.
So
let's take a look at the officials. Let's do that. Let's meet the refs, and it's powered by Yari and Eye Care on Eastern Avenue, taking care of your family eye care needs. And tonight's officials are?
They are Jerry Ross, Tim Chrisman, Paul Clodfelter, Ron Carr, and Tom Sullivan. I had an opportunity to talk to Tom Sullivan. He lives in Brown County now, but he's originally from Indianapolis, and that's where the rest of the crew are from. And they try to get down here one time a year. They like coming down here to East Central because of the storied program that they have.
Right, I'm sure they'll do a great job, and they will have they'll have their work cut out for them tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, you can hear the band, and the director is right out here to our right, up in the stands, as the band is on the track, and they're waiting for the Trojans to make their way onto the field. They've got a tunnel out there of cheerleaders, and if that's a familiar song, the East Central Trojans share the same song as the Connersville Spartans as far as the fight song. The Minnesota Rouser is what it really is called. So while it is the opponent's song here tonight, I still love hearing it.
Yes.
And the Spartans are making their way over to the bench, over on the far side at this point. And momentarily, we should be underway, although it is supposed to be a 7:30 kick, and there's some more pregame ceremonies to come. Taking a look at what East Central has done so far this year, back August 20th, game one, week one, they were at Lawrenceburg and defeated them, a very good Lawrenceburg team, cross-county rival, 34-6. Then they hosted Harrison, Ohio, defeated them 42-0. They had Cincinnati Moeller here, and that's their only loss this season. Of course, we hear about Moeller. That's one of the premier programs in the nation. They lost to them 39-22. They were at Franklin County, soundly defeated them 37-8. As we get ready for the playing of our national anthem. Justin Jackson, the head coach of the Connersville Spartans, is with us now on the Parts Pro pregame show. Coach, last week, first ever for Connersville High School to play a team from Kentucky. Simon Kenton came in. They came in with an 0-4 record, but we knew they were going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they were going to be a good team. They had an 0-4 record against 4 really good teams, and we knew that it was going to be a challenge. And our kids went out there and fought well, and we didn't get the win out of it, but I think we can take some positives away from it of going out there and playing a really good quality opponent.
Able to put 20 points on the board against a team like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the great thing about Indiana football is that it really doesn't matter what our in-season record is. We get the opportunity to go up and play some really good teams and go up against some good competition to get us ready for the playoffs.
Well, tonight we got a conference game here at St. Leon with the East Central Trojans, a team you're pretty familiar with.
Yeah, I went here, coached here a little bit, and it's fun to come back home and see all the changes and see what they got going on here now.
Yeah, they're really building on new swimming pool and I guess new baseball and softball fields. So a lot of good things happening here at East Central.
Oh yeah, they're the standard bearer of how things are and how things should look, and they do a really good job of making things nice out here for the kids. It's kind of makes me jealous a little bit that I didn't get all this when I was back in school, but it's good to see all this still happening for the kids they have out here now.
Yeah, I remember when it was just a small country school, and now it's the biggest school in Southeast Indiana.
Oh yeah, when we were here, we were told that there would never ever be a day where they would have turf, and now they got turf everything. So
yeah, I understand it's a baseball field as well.
Baseball, I think softball, and I think they're putting in soccer field too. So
well, that's great, and great for the kids here.
Yeah.
Talk about the Trojans. Obviously, they're the cream of the crop.
Oh yeah, I mean they're the standard of our conference and of Southeast Indiana. They're what every team around here is trying to work towards and become, and they're your prototypical East Central football team. They got a bunch of kids that are just big, and they're going to get after it.
What do we have to do?
We just have to come out and play hard. I mean, I know that everybody's saying, it's East Central and stuff like that. And, we tell our guys, don't worry about what's on the scoreboard. Don't worry about what happened the last play. Worry about what your assignment is this play. Execute it to your best of your ability. And when that play's over, we just go to the next one.
If we worried about what the score was going to be, there'd be no need in even coming here and playing.
Exactly. Everybody says that all the time about East Central. It's not just us, it's every other school. But, hey, they're a really good team, and they make this conference better, and they make these teams better too. So.
And that was Justin Jackson, head coach of the Connersville Spartans, here on the Parts Pro pregame show is just about ready to get underway. And now here with the call of the game, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Connersville won the toss. They have deferred. That means they'll get the football to start the second half. They will kick to the East Central Trojans as Nolan Shaw gets ready to kick the football. And it's an end-over-end kick, taken at the 12-yard line, coming up the middle, the East Central player. And he's going to be stopped right inside the 30-yard line. And a great job that time by the Spartan defense. Number 45, Braden Novak, made that stop. So East Central getting the football first, and their quarterback, Cole Burton. Running backs, they run Trey Ulmer. And they come up with 2 wide receivers on each side of the field. Snap back, pass out into the right flat, caught, and down the field he's going to go. And just like that, East Central is going to put points on the board, and he's going to be gone untouched. And touchdown, get his number here. Touchdown by Eli Aston. Number 1, Eli Aston caught that pass out into the right flat from Burton and went down the sideline, and Connersville was not able to catch up with him. So now we have Sophie Browndyke getting ready to kick the extra point, the PAT. Snap is back, high snap, kick is up through the uprights, and we're going to be saying this probably a lot tonight.
Yep.
PAT is good. So with 11:39 to go here in the first quarter, didn't take East Central long to put 7 points on the board.
We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Is your knee pain getting worse? For the work, the play, the everyday, the experienced orthopedic surgeons in Newcastle offer pain-relieving knee surgery options. Don't wait to enjoy life again. Trust the knee surgery experts at Henry County Center for Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine in Newcastle. Call 765-521-7385 for your appointment at Henry County Center for Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, a Henry Community Health Medical Group.
And we are back as the Trojans have put 7 points on the board. Connersville will have their first offensive possession. And here's Dave Pollard.
Thank you, Sam. Sophie Browndyke, the senior kicker for the East Central Trojans, getting ready to kick from their own 40-yard line. Back to receive is Gavin Lynch and Carter DeBoard, and it goes to DeBoard's side of the field. Takes it at the 10, goes left, and tries to get upfield, but East Central is right there and stops him before he gets to the 20-yard line. So Connersville will take over 1st and 10. They have the LED yard, not the yard marker,
the down,
but the down marker.
Yeah, I like those.
Yes. So the ball will be placed at the 19-yard line of Connersville. That's where they'll take over 1st and 10. 7-0 East Central, scored with about 21 seconds into the game. Now Connersville on the offense. Gavin Pearson looking to take the snap, puts a man in motion. Hands the ball off to Kyle Seifert. Goes around the left side, got yardage, and loses the football. And well, let's see who's got it. They're saying East Central's got the football. Wow. And just like that, Connersville coughs it up as Kyle Seifert had a nice run.
Yes, he did.
East Central, with their technique of trying to swipe the football away, did that and fell on it. And they've got great field position just inside the 30-yard line of Connersville. And, wow.
Man, what can you say here? I mean, they came ready to play, as they always do.
So the offense will come out. And looks like they're changing up some numbers for us. And the snap comes back to in a Wildcat formation, and just like that, another touchdown as the snap went to Samuel Ringer, who lines up in a Wildcat formation, and going in and untouched was the running back, and just like that, it's 13-0 in favor of East Central.
And that brings Sophie, the kicker, back out. So turnover by Spartans turned into points immediately for the Trojans.
Browndyke ready for the snap. Kick is up to the uprights. It's good. So with 11:17 to go in the first quarter, it is East Central 14, Connersville nothing.
We'll be back in 30. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Union Savings and Loan is an old-school community bank founded in Connersville in 1892 and still locally owned and operated today. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you need financing. They also have a trust department. And with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street, Union Savings and Loan is truly Connersville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, people you know, neighbors you trust.
And we are back at East Central, where the Trojans have scored again. It's 14-0 now. And back with the play, here's Dave Pollard.
Thanks, Sam. Sophie Browndyke ready to, to put the foot into the football from the East Central 40-yard line. End over end kick comes to DeBoard's side of the field. He takes it at the 15, goes just to the far side, and is going to be tripped up by a one-arm tackle on the leg. And so Connersville will take over 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at the 20-yard line.
I've been asked to give a big shout out to all the farmers in the field listening to us tonight. We appreciate them and appreciate all that they do to keep us fed.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, Connersville. Ball placed at the 19. Come to the near side is Lynch and Pearson to the left side, and they hand the ball off to the running back and tries to go up the middle, and ball handed off to Seifert. No place to go.
No place at all. So it's like maybe, well, no loss, but brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Pearson goes to the sideline, gets instructions from the offensive coordinator. Brings Spartans up to the line. East Central with no one deeper than the 30-yard line. We can get somebody beyond that. Pearson takes the snap, going to pass. Looks left, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked at the 10-yard line as the offensive line broke down on their blocking scheme and Pearson had no place to go. He had to eat the football and fall on it. So now it's back at the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 20. Clock continues to run. We're at 10:08 to go here in this first quarter. East Central already leads 14-0. Coming to the near side on the right side of the offense. Gavin Lynch. Pearson puts the man in motion. Hands the ball off to the man in motion. He's going to be stopped as the defense for East Central really put a hit on Carter DeBoard, the ball carrier, as he was in motion. So it brings up 4th down. And normally in this position in the field, you would punt the football away.
Yes, and I would think they would. Normally you would. Clock's running.
Jones goes to the far side, but he is going to switch. They're going to change formation, and Braden Jones will do the punting for the Spartans. Low kick. And taken at the 37-yard line. And we have a flag, but carrying the football is Eli Aston. And finally knocked out of bounds at close to the 15-yard line. I thought I saw a flag, but I guess not.
Dave, I was remiss earlier on, we didn't give the game time temperature. Powered by J&J Jewelry. Every day is a gift. Make each one special. Let J&J Jewelry show you how, and it's 67 degrees right now with 9:03 to play in the first period.
So East Central will come out, and lining up to take the snap will be Sam Ringer. Number 3, Trey Ulmer, next to him to his left. And Ringer going to run to the end zone, into the corner. And just like that, Ringer has scored 2 touchdowns already and puts the 20th point on the scoreboard.
With 8:53 to play here, first quarter.
So number 48, the senior kicker, Sophie Brown-Dyke, will attempt the PAT. She's been automatic so far on the first 2. She does a little dance with her feet. They were talking about that here earlier. And the kick is good. So with 8:53 to go in the first quarter, it's East Central 21, Connersville nothing.
And we'll take another 30-second break. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
The all-new Larkin Greenwood Ford is proud to sponsor and support your Spartan athletic teams. Larkin Greenwood Ford is excited to be part of the Connersville and Whitewater Valley community. Larkin Greenwood Ford wants to earn your business by offering service and value. Please support the Larkin Greenwood Ford team that supports your Spartan teams. Like them on Facebook and visit them at 2350 Park Road in Connersville.
And we are back at East Central, where the Spartans are down 21-0 here early, just under 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Back with the call of the game, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Back deep is DeBoard and Lynch. Sophie. Brown-Dyke, the kicker for East Central. From their 40. Little short kick this time. And a fair catch called by the Spartans.
Probably wise.
Fair catch, probably a wise move. That time by Dakota Reeves-Summer. As we saw what one running play did, they lost the football and turned it over. So the ball placed at just across the 20-yard line of the Spartans. Spartans come out on offense for the takeover, 1st and 10. Already trailing East Central 21-0 in this first quarter. A lot of football to be played tonight.
Yeah.
Pearson puts a man in motion. Hands the ball off to DeBoard. Comes to the near side. Tries to break a couple of tackles and is going to be knocked down right across the 21-yard line. And East Central's flying all over the place very quickly on defense, Sam.
That they are. DeBoard did his best to try to get around them and had a lot of east-west movement, not a lot of north-south. So
not a lot of blocking out in front for him.
No, that's been a situation for us all year long.
Braden Jones comes to the near side, right side of the offense. DeBoard in the slot. Kyle Seifert in the backfield. DeBoard on the move. Pearson looks that way. Now he's going to have to run. Passes. And it's going to be intercepted by East Central and going down to the sideline. And didn't get knocked out of bounds, but finally stopped at the 10-yard line. So a turnover by Connersville on the interception from Gavin Pearson, as he intended for that ball to get to Carter DeBoard, but East Central's defense stepped right in front of the board and took it away.
And right there they are, knocking on the door again, the Trojans.
Ball placed at the 13-yard line of Connersville. So 1st and 10. East Central takes the snap and pass into the end zone and falls incomplete. And Cole Burton, the quarterback that time. Some PA announcer I talked to before we went on the air said that they'll interchange quarterbacks. Ringer will line up at a wildcat formation while Cole Burton in the traditional shotgun formation. Burton's still out there at quarterback right now. And 2 receivers come to the left with one in the slot, 1 receiver to the right. 2nd down and 10. And Ringer looking to pass. Passes into the end zone. It could have been intercepted by Braden Pearson, but it falls incomplete. So Connersville's defense needs to hang on here and try to get this football back and not let them score any more points in this possession.
7:45 to play. It's 3rd and 10 for the Trojans.
Cole Burton, quarterback for East Central, lines up in a shotgun formation. Wide receivers to the right and left, puts a man in motion. And hands the ball to the man in motion. Again, that's Ashton. And he's going to get across the 10-yard line, but it's not going to be enough for the 1st down. But you would think with this high-powered offense of East Central, they're going to go for it.
Well, here she comes out. She's going to go for 3. Sophie.
All right. They have confidence in her. Why take a chance and turn the ball over? And she was hitting them from 35 and 40 yards out.
Yeah, this chip shot here.
So it's going to be a kick end over end, and it's good. So another 3 points on the board for East Central from the foot of Sophie Brown-Dyke. And 7:02 to go. It's now Trojans 24, Spartans nothing.
We'll keep it right here for now and remind you we'll be back at Spartan Field next week when things don't get any easier. The Lawrenceburg Tigers will be at Spartan Field, and it'll be, I believe, a 2-part senior night. We'll have some maybe band and Spartanettes and some others senior night that night, and then the following week will be senior night for the team, I think. We'll find out at halftime when we talk to Brent Duncan.
There you go. Always a great interview.
Yep.
Full of information.
He is.
Does a great job.
Appreciate him always being willing to come and talk to us.
So the exchange football is a kicking football. As Brown-Dyke will set it at the 40-yard line of East Central.
She's been a busy girl tonight.
Yes, she has. Back to receive Carter DeBoard and Gavin Lynch. Braden Pearson up close at about the 31-yard line. And the kick, end over end, is going to go deep. It's going to go to DeBoard. Takes it up the left side. He's tried that He's tried the left side 3 times now, and East Central's defense brings him down as the blocking up front blocked no one.
Got to the 19-yard line, almost to the 20.
The Connersville will take over 1st and 10.
I don't think Spartans have been past their own 30 yet, have they?
No. Not that I recall. So the ball right at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Gavin Pearson, quarterback. Wide receivers to the right and left. Seifert hands the ball off to Seifert. Again, goes up the middle and maybe gains a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down. They give him forward progress, so they're going to put it at the 25. A good 5-yard run by Kyle Seifert. 2nd down and 5.
That's about the best run we've had so far.
2nd and 5 from the 25 of the Spartans. The board in the slot on the right. Pearson ready for the snap. Looks over the defense, takes the snap, keeps it himself. Going to run the football. Got it blocking out front, but the blocking broke down as the board didn't block anybody. Gavin Pearson is tackled at the 30-yard line. 1st down, Connersville. 1st downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from...
Everybody say it at home, Grandview School.
There you go. I heard all of them.
I did too.
The ball just touching the 30-yard line. Giving forward progress. Connersville, 1st and 10 from their own 30. Right hash mark. Gavin Pearson takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Seifert, and he's going to be tripped up before he even got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he lost a yard on the play.
And that's the case. That'll make it 2nd and 11.
East Central's defense has come out ready for the run. May have to loosen that defense up a little bit with some passing. We've got to get somebody loose to pass it to, though. Reeve Summer comes to the near side. Pearson takes the snap. Going to pass out into the left flat, and it's caught, but pretty much right at the initial line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. A gain of a couple on that play, on the passing play, and pass went to Jones.
4:44 to play, 1st period. Late start here tonight. 7:30 kick, in case you're just joining us.
Coming to the near side. Wide receivers for the Spartans. Go to Reeve Summer. And just like that, Gavin Pearson runs with the football, but he was running for his life as he was sacked at the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 20. And Spartans will have to punt the football again. Trojans lead 24-0. Coming up on 3:50 to go here in this 1st quarter. As the Spartans switch the positions. And low kick, and we've got a stoppage of play. And we got a false start on the Spartans, so it's going to back them up.
Back them up. That's all we need.
False start on the Connersville Spartans, and backs them up 5 yards on that penalty.
So now it's 4th and 25. Clock continues to run. 3.5 to play, 1st quarter.
Jones ready to take and kick. Another low kick. Takes and comes to about midfield. And that's Ashton on his feet, still on his feet. Breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3 tackles, still on his feet. Going to run down the sideline. Got 1 man to beat, and he just steps into the end zone.
Hopped right in there.
He broke 3, 4, 5 tackles and just sidestepped a couple others and just sidestepped his way into the end zone. So with 3:06 to play, the 30th point of the night for the Trojans is on the board.
So Sophie Brownback's back out there. Browndyke, rather, excuse me, for the PAT.
Waiting for the snap. Snap is up. Kick is up. And it's good. 3:06 to go in the first quarter. It is the Trojans 31, Connersville nothing.
We'll keep it right here. Remind you that should the Spartans be down 35 or more at halftime, the second half, we will have a running clock. Got a score from Rushville. It's not pretty there either. Lawrenceburg all over Rushville after one, 49-0.
Wow.
That is not pretty.
Tough night for some teams.
Yes, sir. So Spartans will receive once again here with 3:06 to play in the first quarter, trailing 31-0. As Browndyke gets ready to kick off again. She's going to be tired tomorrow.
He's an athlete. Ready to kick from the 40. 3:06 to go, first quarter. End over end kick.
Nice.
And it goes to DeBoard. He's going to bring it upfield. Goes to the left side. Breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Gets up to the 30-yard line, and that's where he'll be stopped. So Connersville will take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About a 20-yard return. Looks pretty good.
A lot of the teams tonight, especially East Central, will be interchanging players. Might be a little tough to keep track of because the printing on their sheet for their, their roster is very, very small.
It's fine print when you got over 100 players.
Pearson looks over the defense, ready for the snap. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Seifert. Tries to go over left guard and maybe gains a couple of yards on the play. Connersville still running the football, trying to break something loose and get on the scoreboard. So it'll be second down and about 8. Beautiful night for football here in East Central Indiana. That's where we're at. We're in East Central.
That is. St. Leon.
Yeah. It's coming to the near side is Reebsummer. DeBoard in the slot. Seifert in the backfield. Pearson passes, comes to DeBoard, and he goes backwards a couple of yards, and he's going to be stopped right there. So they're going to give him forward progress of a yard. It's going to bring up third down and about 6 as the clock winds under 2 minutes here in this first quarter. The one thing about keeping the football on the ground, the clock continues to run.
Yes.
Instead of a lot of penalties or dropped passes.
Minute 40 to play, yeah. It does continue, but we're still just in the first quarter.
Right. Dakota Reebsummer, wide receiver to the right. Snap back. And delayed handoff given to Seifert. And East Central celebrating. It brings up fourth down. Kyle Seifert had no place to go. Going to bring up fourth down and 6. Ball placed at the 32-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, he's always cutting up.
1 minute.
Going to punt the football. Jones gets the kickoff, and it goes way out of bounds. It'll be interesting to see where they place the football.
Yeah, came over and bounced off the back of a bench along the Trojan sideline.
And how they measure that, beyond me. But
I don't know how they determine that.
They put the football in Connersville territory at the Connersville 48-yard line. But I'm sure that they know what they're doing, so
Yeah. Experienced crew out there.
East Central on attack again. The ball handed off to the first back through, and still on his feet going in is Omer.
Man, he's
going
fast.
in for the touchdown. Trey Omer got the handoff from the quarterback and went in basically untouched for the 37th point of this first quarter.
He was really quick.
Yes. Brown Dyke ready for the PAT. .32 seconds to go here in this first quarter. And the kick to the uprights, it's good. So with 32 seconds to go, it's the East Central Trojans 38, Connersville nothing.
And we'll stay here once again as we'll come up on a quarter break shortly. 32.4. Spartans will have the football here.
Service the old-fashioned way. The dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff's Auto Care and Tire Center in Connersville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to correct the problem using the best replacement products that will have your vehicle running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting to serve you at 600 Western Avenue in Connersville, phone 825-2588, and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto Care and Tire Center.
Back deep to receive for Spartans. Carter DeBoard. And Gavin Lynch. Braden Pearson up around the 33, 34-yard line. But Brown Dyke has not kicked any short kickoffs yet. End over end. Goes to Lynch on the far side. He goes to the left side. Tries to get upfield. Got a couple blocks. And going to be stopped at just across the 30-yard line. So nice run back by Gavin Lynch that time.
About 22 yards,
So
according to my calculation.
you're the engineer.
Last year I couldn't even spell it. Now I are one.
They place the ball at the 32-yard line. That's where Connersville will take over 1st and 10. Offense comes out. Gavin Pearson, the quarterback, with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, hands the ball off to Seifert. Gets crossed almost to the 38-yard line.
Nice pickup there.
Nice pickup of yardage. And see if the clock runs out before they get another play. Ball placed at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 4, and they're going to let the clock run out. Double zeros on the scoreboard. Your score after 1 quarter is the Trojans 38, Connersville nothing.
And we'll be back in a minute. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111.
Pain in both knees? Bilateral knee surgery provides the benefit of one surgery, one hospital stay, and one rehabilitation period. The experienced orthopedic surgeons in Newcastle can help you decide if this is a good option for you. Trust the knee surgery experts. Call 765-521-7385 for your appointment in Newcastle at Henry County Center for Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, a Henry Community Health medical group.
And we are back at Trojan Field here. And just about, they are underway and back with the action. Here's Dave.
Thank you, Sam. Pearson tries to pass over the middle. Looked like the defender got there before DeBoard did. And Pearson took a hard hit in the backfield. They must have left the yellow laundry in the locker room because I see none. Okay.
Yeah, I know. You know, we have some great listeners. Stan texted in and he said, unhuddled is unheard of.
Okay.
So I guess I just made up a new word.
Okay.
There you go.
It'll be in the dictionary next year.
Mm-hmm. Merriam-Webster.
3rd and 4.
Ooh, looked like
movement across the line by East Central, but they got back on their stance. Pearson throws it out in the flat. Got a man downfield, and that's Micah Buchanan, and finally knocked out of bounds in East Central territory. And that's the deepest the offense for Connersville has been all night so far, as he finally got stopped at about the 40. We'll see where they put it. 43-yard line of East Central.
And that's the first down for Connersville.
So a pass from Pearson to Micah Buchanan over the middle. And Micah got some great yardage, first down yardage, powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
Pearson fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself and dive across the 35, make that the 35-yard line, close to the 34-yard line, bring up second down at about 5.
Spartans trail 38-0, 11 minutes to play in the half. You're listening to the home of the Spartans, 106.9 FM and AM 1580 WLPK Connersville.
Pearson gets the instructions from the sideline. Seifert in the backfield with him. Hands it off. Nope. Fakes handoff to Seifert, and it throws it over the middle, and it's intercepted by East Central. Breaking 2 tackles, breaking more, and he's going to go down the sidelines, and just like that, East Central is going to put another 6 points on the board. So a turnover by the Spartans as Pearson threw it over the middle, and stepping in front and making the interception was the Trojans.
Wow. Spartans able to get a first down, and then they throw it away through the interception. Almost looked like it was tipped and then caught.
Brown Dyke ready for the PAT. Like you said, Sam, she's been a busy girl tonight. Ready for the snap. Snap is back. High snap. Kick is up. Through the uprights and good. So 10:22 to go in this first half. It's the Trojans 45, Connersville nothing.
And we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Hickory Creek in Connersville, visitation is now open with a limit of 2 visitors at a time. Hickory Creek provides long-term care, nursing services, rehabilitation, and a sense of community. Join the tight-knit family today by stopping by at 2600 North Grand Avenue in Connersville. If you are vaccinated, there's no need to isolate upon admission. They are ecstatic to see families reunited with open visitation. Hickory Creek at Connersville, where neighbors taking care of neighbors means something.
And we're back at East Central, where Connersville trails 45-0 to their conference foe, the East Central Trojans. And Brown Dyke will kick off the Spartans one more time here. Well, there'll be more, I'm sure, but back with the call of the game, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. She's ready to kick from the East Central 40. Back to receive is the board and Lynch. And a low kick this time. It goes to the up man, and that looks to be Jones, and he's going to get across the 30-yard line, close to the 34, and it was Braden Jones who got that kickoff, as it was a shorter kick that time. So the up man got it, and a nice run back by Braden Jones. Connersville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Connersville in their road white uniforms. Next week we'll see them in the home red.
Yep.
Coming to the near side, left side of the offense is Braden Jones. Gavin Pearson, still a quarterback, looking to take the snap, does. Hands the ball off to Seifert, tries to go over right guard, no place to go. Maybe lost a yard or 2 on that play, as East Central packed the left side their left side, Connersville's right side on offense. And Seifert had no place to go. Glad to see Kyle out on the field tonight because he got hurt last game, and I kept looking for his number, and he's out there.
Yeah, it's good to see that.
Tough kid.
Yep.
So it's 2nd down and 11 from the 34. And again, the handoff goes to Seifert, and he gets across the 40-yard line, close to the 41.
We'll bring up about 3rd and 3, so very manageable 3rd down here. Yeah, good to see Kyle back out there. I'm sure the athletic trainer worked on him all week long.
Right. 3rd down and 3. Spartan 41-yard line. Spartan's not taking a whole lot of time in the huddle. And we got movement, and we got the flag as we got false start against Connersville. And
backs them up.
Just about the time you think you're getting somewhere, and then all of a sudden you find out that one of your players just couldn't stand still. Gavin Lynch moved too quickly. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. $8:34 to go on the game clock. Hands the ball off again to Kyle Seifert, and he's going to be stopped.
Big pile.
He's going to bring up 4th down. See what the Spartans offense wants to do here. Braden Jones has been the punter.
Corey's giving me a score from Rushville in the 2nd quarter. Rushville's down to Lawrenceburg 63-0.
Oh my goodness. We got 7:50 to go here in this 2nd quarter. Pearson's on the run. Pass complete to Lynch, but he's right at the down marker. And so Spartans will turn the ball over and give East Central great field position again.
Yeah. They'll take off here at the Spartan 40.
And you know, ever since I've been doing football, I've never understood scores like 60-0, 60-7, 74-7, whatever. But you know what? You can't tell these kids not to score. You know, they're out there to play football. And their job is to play football and score. East Central on the attack. Merton hands the ball off to the first running back through and gets maybe a couple of yards on the play. They're going to bring up 2nd down. As Burton looks at the sidelines to get instructions from the coaching staff. The team members for East Central pretty much take up most of the sideline as much as they can. It's coming up on 7 minutes. Again, under center this time. Burton hands the ball off to the 2nd man through. Tripped up and trips on his own 2 feet. And that time, Ryan Brotherton was stopped. So a loss of yardage on that play. Can bring up 3rd down and 9 from the Spartan 38. Burton gets the instructions from the sideline, and the offensive line comes up at the football. Wide receivers to the left, slot people to the left as well. And keeps the ball himself this time is Burton, fighting for 1st down yardage. Didn't make it. It's going to bring up 4th down, and you would think East Central would go for it here, Sam.
Yeah, I think maybe might be a little out of field goal range.
But you never know.
You never know.
We saw her kick from here in practice.
Yeah. Might be good for during a game situation. You never know when they might need that.
But they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah.
So Burton, quarterback. Brotherton in the backfield. Burton hands it off to Brotherton. Going to go straight up the middle. The official gets out of the way. got first down yardage and more, and finally stopped before he gets to the 10-yard line. So first down yardage by Brotherton, and quite frankly, if the official got out of the way, he would have scored.
He'd have been gone, yeah.
So the official did the Spartans a favor there.
I think, according to my notes here, that's the first down of the night for East Central. The rest have all been touchdowns.
Ball placed at the Spartan 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Hands the ball off to Brotherton. He's going to waltz in, untouched, unscathed. Touchdown, East Central. Comes with 4:59 to go here in this second quarter. And just like that, it's 51-0.
And still a ton left, almost 5 minutes left in the half.
Brown Dyke ready for the PAT. Takes the snap, kick is up. And what have I been saying all night?
It's good.
So with 4:59 to go in the first half, it's East Central 52, Connersville nothing.
And we'll be back in 30. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
And we are back at East Central, where they now lead 52-0 with 4:59 to play in the first half. As Spartans will receive. Back with the action, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Back to receive, color the board, and Gavin Lynch. Brown Dyke, her right leg has got to be in tremendous shape for a game like tonight. Ready to kick from the East Central 40-yard line. End over end kick, goes to the far side, and Spartans have it at the 10. Trying to get up to the 20-yard line, and no place to go that time with Braden Jones as he took the football and the kickoff as he was the up man. So Connersville comes out on offense. 1st and 10. Ball placed at the, let's see where they placed the football. Before we say, let's place it at the 17-yard line.
Okay.
So 1st and 10 from the Spartan 17. Spartans offense is sputtered. Spartan defense, well, quite frankly, has looked worse. But we have a second half of football to go.
Yes, we do.
1st and 10 from the Spartan 17, Pearson. And we got a little early start by Spartan, but no flag that I see. Handed off to Seifert, goes up the middle, maybe picks a couple of yards up, and maybe 2nd down and 8. Looks like one of the Spartans was just a little bit antsy, but no flag. That's good. Ball placed at the 20. So we'll give them 3 yards on the play, make it 2nd down and 10.
Been a relatively penalty-free game here tonight.
So Jones far to the left, comes to the near side. Lynch in the slot. Pearson ready to take the snap. Does. Hands the ball off to Seifert, and he's going to be stopped before he got one step close to the line. East Central has been packing the A gap. That's right in the middle. If you draw an A, that's the gap that they've been packing this first half.
That's a capital A.
A big A. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in this first half.
Play clock down to 12. Game clock down to 3.
Pearson brings the offense up. Jones to the side. Hands the ball off again to Seifert. And maybe pick up a little bit of yardage, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about along 5. So see what the Spartans want to do.
I understand Seifert had his injury last week was dislocated shoulder.
Okay. Glad he's back out on the
Oh,
field.
yeah, I'm sure he is too.
I've never had one, and I
don't want one.
I don't want one.
I don't want dislocated anything.
No. So they're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Snap back. Pearson rolls to his left and intended for
Incomplete.
Lynch. Ball's incomplete, so it's turnover time for the Spartans. They turn the ball over to the Trojans, and the Trojans are on the 22-yard line of the Spartans.
That stops the clock at 2:05 in the first half.
You'll have a guest at halftime.
Yeah,
and
yeah, he's already in here.
He's
AD
ready.
Brent Duncan, yeah. We can always count on him.
Yes, sir. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Connersville 22-yard line. Wanting to start the play clock, and they do. Burton, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands the ball off to first running back through, and gets for the
He's in there.
He's in for the touchdown. And just like that, East Central scores again. And taking that ball into the end zone was Grant Ernst, number 37. So just in a matter of seconds, East Central puts another 6 points on the board. Brings out, guess who?
Sophie.
Ready for the PAT to put the 59th point on the board here in this first half. High snap that time, and kick is up. It goes through the uprights. So with 1:54 to go in this second quarter, it's now East Central 60, Connersville nothing.
And we'll keep it here for right now as with minute 54 to play. Spartans will get the ball back on offense. As the officials
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you: in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
Back to receive. Gavin Lynch covers the board up around the 15-yard line. Braden Jones. I think you're right. Sophie will be tired tomorrow.
Yeah, she'll have till next week to get ready. As they travel to Garing Catholic next week.
And kick is end over end. And it goes to Jones at the 20-yard line. Comes up to the 25 and going to be stopped right there. So Connersville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. They have 1:47 to go here in this second quarter.
So second half will be a running clock. Unless the Spartans can score 24 points here in the next minute 47. Or 25 points, rather.
They start the play clock. Connersville comes up to the line. Jones comes to the near side, to the left of the offense, a wide receiver. Pearson with Seifert in the backfield, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Seifert, goes up the middle, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up second down. Clock continues to run, coming up on a minute and a half to go in this first half. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. Brings up second down and 7. Giving 3 yards on the carry. Jones comes to the near side. Seifert in the backfield. Next to Pearson, ready to take the snap. Does. Keeps it himself. Passed over the middle. Caught over across the 35-yard line. And just like that, Connersville picks up a first down. Caught by Gavin Lynch. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue.
Across from
Grandview School.
Well, there you go. I knew you knew it.
trying to trick the folks at home that's listening. 48 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Spartans with the ball, trailing 59-0. Pearson ready to take the snap. Does. High snap. Going to keep it himself and throws it over toward Carter DeBoard, but the ball falls incomplete, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Spartans will have the ball to start the second half.
Connersville's offense yet to put any points on the board. See what they can get untracked here in this second 24 minutes. Activities at halftime. Snap back. Pearson hands it off to Seifert. Goes over right guard that time and picks up about 3 yards. Brings up 3rd down. And bring 3rd down and 7. Ball placed at the 39-yard line. And clock winding down below 10 seconds. We'll see if the Spartans get a play off before double zeros. Kevin Pearson, the quarterback, takes the snap. Gives it off to Seifert. Goes over right side that time. And the ball comes loose. Connersville tries to fall on it. And East Central, they say they have it. And let's see. There's double zeros on the clock, so it's not going to make any difference. That is the end of the first half. Your score here at East Central is the East Central Trojans 59, Connersville nothing.
And we'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Reed Health Sports Medicine provides an athletic trainer to the Connersville Spartans through the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers normally are present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete suffers a sports injury, Reed Health's Athletic Training Clinic can provide injury treatment sessions using multiple modalities, rehab protocols, and treatment techniques to ensure your athlete doesn't miss a day without progressing forward. Learn more at reedhealth.com.
Natural gas is America's best home value when compared to other energy sources. And now gas is an even better value with the Ohio Valley Gas Incentive Program. Replace your electric furnace or electric hot water heater with a clean-burning natural gas model and get big rebates from Ohio Valley Gas. See the incentive plan online at ovgc.com or call your Ohio Valley Gas office. You'll discover that natural gas is more economical and more comfortable. Ohio Valley Gas, fueling your future naturally.
Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Stay local and call Trish Smith at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. She will walk you through the process to make an easy transition and lead you to your dream home. Please contact Trish at 265-2663 to begin your journey today.
It's events like this that makes Connersville such a great place in which to live and work. The staff at FCN Bank applaud all the hard work, dedication, and commitment it takes to be on a team. Thank you, CHS, for reminding the local community why so many choose to call this place home. FCN Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
And we are back at East Central, where the Connersville Spartans trail at half to the Trojans 59-0. We're going to bring in athletic director, easy for me, athletic director Brent Duncan at this time, and glad to have you back with us.
Oh, always good to come back and talk about our kids.
Talk a little bit about what's been going on this week at CHS.
Well, it's kind of hard to think that we're wrapping up. You know, we had boys tennis sectional started Thursday, and unfortunately for us, we now have 3 losses on the year, and Rushville's got us twice, and they're going to compete for the title tomorrow against Franklin County at 10 in the morning. And good season for us overall. I think we finished 15-3, and you know, we're going to lose 3 seniors, Dustin McCarroll and Logan Shipley and Gage Brown. But for Dustin and Logan, they get the opportunity to play next Tuesday at the Richmond sectional of the individual part of the tournament. We started the team part last week, and then those kids whose teams don't qualify, if you're a one single or a one doubles player and you don't lose, you get to keep advancing. So currently, I think Dustin and Logan are like 21-0 on the season, and we'll see where it runs to.
Well, we'd like to keep that right there and just keep going.
It'd be good to get them out of the next week. It gets a little tougher each week, and opponents get a little bit better. But they've played some good teams and beat some good teams, and all you can do is throw the ball up and go hit it and see what happens.
That's right. So hopefully weather cooperates in the morning. It should. I don't think there's rain until maybe later in the day. So
let's hope
they can
not.
get you can get the sectional final in there at the courts at Connersville.
Yeah, let's hope. You hate to wait till Monday because then that tournament starts on Tuesday at Richmond for the individual kids. So you don't want Franklin County or Rushville to have to come and play Monday and then somebody team get beat, but they win as an individual and have to turn around and play on Tuesday. But we had the soccer draws last week, and boys soccer sectional starts Monday at Mount Vernon. We drew the first game out of the chute against the host at 6:00, so we'll be traveling to Fortville on Monday to watch the soccer team play.
What about what can you tell us about Mount Vernon? What kind of season have they had?
They're a little over 500. I looked them up on Max Prep, so but they play a good conference schedule. Yorktown and Delta and New Pal and they play the Indy school, so I think we got a chance. The kids got to believe in themselves and do what coach wants them to do, and anything can happen in soccer. You get a goal, one goal makes a big difference in the world, in the soccer world, if you can defend. And then girls drew Lawrenceburg on Tuesday night, opening game. So the Spartans got opening games both night with the host school, and Lawrenceburg girls are
pretty good,
pretty solid. They're about number 8 in the state right now. So they beat us 3-0 early about a couple weeks ago. So we'll hope we can pack the box and play some defense and make it a 10-minute game by the end and hopefully get into the overtime. But sometimes that's the best thing to do is to get the PKs and try to win in the shootout.
Had the opportunity, Coach Cooley invited me to come and sit with the girls, sat with him on the bench this past Tuesday night, and you talk about one goal. That's what they lost by, and Franklin County defeated them 1-0, and they got that goal early in the game. It was a defensive struggle.
Yeah, I mean, once you get the goal, and if I don't think I'm as good as you, there's always a way to kick the ball out of bounds. You got 11 girls out there, 11 guys, and you don't have to keep it in play in that sport. And you can kick it out, and a lot of time can run off the clock by the time you get the ball thrown back in. So good and bad or indifferent, that's sometimes a strategy once you get the lead, just to keep them making throwing in to waste time off the clock. So, but hopefully the girls will come out and play well on Tuesday, make the trip down to Lawrenceburg, and get a good win.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg, pretty good soccer team, I understand. So
yeah, they've been in the state finals area the last 2 or 3 times the last 5 years. So
nice,
pretty solid.
Nice facility down there with the turf.
Play on the turf, a little orange. Hurts my eyes around the edge a little bit. Yeah. It's kind of bright, but it's a little different. I think people don't understand. I've heard them say, we played the girls and boys here at East Central a couple of years ago on the turf, and I heard the parents talking about we're not kicking the ball very well or whatever. Well, what you kick on grass is not the same as kicking on turf. So whatever you kick it on grass, it's too hard on the turf. So it's always adjustment when we don't have that ability to play on turf consistently like some of them do. So
it's interesting that all 3 of the high schools here in Dearborn County now have turf fields.
Yeah, South Dearborn's last one. There's just kind of this year, and it seems to be a trend of people moving more and more to turf. And if you come down here to East Central, football's turf, baseball field is now turf, and the softball field is now turf. So it has a lot of advantages, but depends on if you're a turf person.
And I think our field looks great. I was out there the other night. Our football field looks great with the natural grass, but. Maybe some advantages for some of these kids that go on and play at the next level at college. Probably a lot of colleges have the turf fields as well.
Well, you don't usually have to worry about the rainouts. Obviously, if you got a little bit more foot speed, there's not the muddy, sloppy turf to keep you slowed down a little bit sometimes and lose your footing. But I don't know. It's a mixed bag of tricks if you like it or not. Obviously, if you've seen our kids come back from playing on turf, they got skin burns and rug burns. And I know it's not like the old turf when it was just turf on cement. There are padding underneath there and the beads, and not nearly as hard, but you still get your skin all torn up and chewed up. Well, you don't usually get that on the grass, and I'm not so sure if it's as safe if you get your foot stuck in the turf or you get your toe stuck in. And at least sometimes in grass you got a little bit of chance to that grass
pull away,
go, and that don't happen if you get stuck in the turf. So it's just preference.
So IHSA football draw comes up soon.
Tomorrow's this weekend's the volleyball draw on the 3rd, and the 10th is a football draw. So
That's right. We still got volleyball going on. Can you tell us a little bit about the volleyball team?
Yeah, they defeated Greensburg the other night in 5 sets, which now puts us at 5-1 in the conference. So as long as we can take care of the Rushville Lady Lions on Tuesday night, we'll be at least tied for the conference championship, which is something we've not ever done in the EIAC since we've been in it. So took a tough loss to East Central. Probably didn't play our best game, got beaten 4. If I remember correctly, it was 4, but I think on a different night with a little bit of different changes that we've been on the other end, could have been undefeated in the conference. But we got a chance to hold the title and be a part of the top, and we just got to take care of the Rushville Lady Lions on Tuesday.
That sectional draw for volleyball comes up
tomorrow, Sunday.
So the teams in that are the same as what we know in basketball?
Yeah, basketball, softball, baseball, volleyball are all the same. Soccer's different because all of our schools are in different conferences and levels. And girls is in 2A soccer and boys is in 3A. So we don't even travel down this way. We go north with, Mount Vernon, Shelbyville, all those guys. And then the girls are down here with South Dearborn, Lawrenceburg, and so it's a little different.
We were talking about tennis earlier, and mentioned that it's Rushville and Franklin County tomorrow morning at CHS Court. But Franklin County actually ended up with a bye. Union County couldn't field a team, and then Oldenburg Academy was put in their place, and they couldn't bring a team in either. So.
No, Union County didn't have a team at all this year, and then the IHSA rerouted the sectional and moved Oldenburg up. Oldenburg actually has 4 tennis players, so they can actually, win a match. They play 1 singles, 2 singles, and 1 doubles. And unfortunately, on Thursday when we started, one of the doubles players was sick. So, and you can't reroute your team once you've entered it, so you can't take that 1 doubles guy that's still there and put him in at a 3 singles. So, the most that Oldenburg could have won was 1 singles and 2 singles, and they come up on the short end just a little bit. In fact, they went 6-0, 6-0, and 6-0, 6-0. So. Franklin County only had to play the number 1 and number 2s, and they already had to match 1 before they started. And they have the best number 1 player in the conference, so Jack Stern, but he'll get a good match from the Harshberger kid from Rushville tomorrow morning.
So people want to come out and see that. If they just like watching tennis, what time does that start?
10 o'clock.
Free of charge. You can't beat the price.
No, it's free, so come around and watch. I don't know what they played in the regular season, but, this is the first time talking to the Rushville coach, Hollis Hewer, and him and his wife Teresa have been the boys and girls coach for many years, and Teresa gave up the girls last year, and Holly told me this year it's going to be his last girl, and he says, if you can remember right, I won the conference when I first came into coaching, and I haven't won another one since, and maybe I'm going to get to go out with won the sectional my first year coming in, and maybe I'll get a book-in sectional win on the way out.
So well, that'd be good for him.
He's going to be like the movie RV. They're going to get an RV, and they're just going to travel.
Well, a lot of people do that. That's fun. Yeah.
Him and Teresa are great people. Have done a good job with the Rushville tennis program over the years. So.
Yeah, I like to give Rushville a hard time, but we got a lot of good friends over there.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a good rivalry. It's a good enemy, but Melissa does a great job with the athletic director. It's in her 3rd year, and she's learning things and going on, but she always puts on a good host when we go over there and treats us very well.
I know we were over there for football, and she was doing the cleaning up. I said, do you do it all here? And she just grinned. But,
I don't think people know what goes on behind the scenes, so
yeah.
They all just think we go and watch games and sit
don't
in the crowd
you?
and eat popcorn.
That's what I
and drink Coke, so.
You spend a lot of time with me, either here at halftime football or Mondays with Fran and me at the TV station. So we certainly appreciate all your efforts.
Well, I mean, it's not about me. It's about what the kids have and trying to get them to have the best of everything they can have. And not everybody always understands that there are certain things that can't happen at certain times, but we're always looking to try to find ways to improve facilities or, pick up teams. And everybody just thinks you just randomly call somebody and get a game on a Tuesday night, and it doesn't work that way. Most contracts are 2 or 3 years in advance, and you're preparing, as we talk about contracts next year. We're not going to play. This is our last year with Lawrence North in basketball. We already have a team for next year, but they only want to play 1 year, so we're looking for 2 years down the road and trying to find a team for week 6. and we play Simon Kenton this year. We're going to travel to Simon Kenton next year. Then we're not sure that either one of us want to renew the contract yet, but I got another team that's kind of interested for the year after. So we're
Just see what happens.
It's always a moving target, and you're always trying to find those next opponents and get people that fit in. So
yeah, and some sports, well, like football, it's hard to find somebody for a week off.
Our problem is
it's not that you can change like basketball. Maybe you can change from a Wednesday night to a Thursday night, but it's
based on the rules. You're only allowed to play one game every 5 days. So football's a little different animal, but and when you think about the conferences around the state in football, most schools are either out of conference, meaning not playing the conference team, either week 1 and week 2, or week 1 and week 9. Well, we have a week 6. Well, when you lose a week 6 opponent, there's just not a lot of week 6 opponents, So we were lucky to get Simon Kenton to play. The only other team that had expressed any interest in playing us all in the last 2 years was the Cathedral Irish, and that wasn't probably in our best cards to try to play Cathedral at this time.
That'd be kind of like down here.
So, and they're solid, and hopefully one of these days we can get to that point where we don't care who we play, and that's the goal for every team we have, is to be as good as we can be. But in football and wrestling and swimming, it takes numbers to win, and to get numbers, you got to win. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So,
it is.
I think there's a lot of kids that could help in a lot of places, but we have to get those kids out, and I got to find that magic formula that draws them to your program.
Because it's work. It's
there's nothing easy. I mean,
right.
You do it right. There's time to be a kid, but there's also, you have to be dedicated. You got to set your goals of what you want to get accomplished. I think of kids who've graduated here and things have changed, and played 3 sports, and now they're doctors and they're lawyers. So there's the ability to do those things if you have your priorities in order. Sometimes you give up a little bit of time with your friends. Maybe you don't have as much free time. Maybe you get home, you're tired, but you still got homework to do. But
teaches time management for sure.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And the more you're involved with sports, I think the easier it is to adjust. And not just sports. It can be all we've talked earlier about the clubs and the drama and the band and the choir. And it helps you budget your time. I think it helps pay off in the long run when you're out on your own, knowing how to make yourself prioritize what's the important things in life. And even in our world, I have lots of things I'd love to do, but there are things you have to do.
Exactly.
And so there's the wants and the needs.
We talked about scheduling. Another thing that's been a challenge, I know, for you and your counterparts around the state was the pandemic the last 2 years. That trying to keep all the balls in the air.
Well, you can come to work one day thinking that you have something in your pocket, and by midday it's gone, and then you're scrambling, and there's emails every day. I need a week 6. Union City tonight still looking for an opponent this morning for tonight or tomorrow because they lost their opponent for this week. And you just don't know. And somebody else last week threw out a week 6 thing from way up north the day before Friday of last week. And it's just hard. You think you have everything right. And, and all of a sudden you go to school and that dreaded phone call from the AD that you're supposed to play today or tomorrow is on the line. And I always do that, and I say, this is not one of them calls when I make that call. Because you can hear it in their voice, like, what's wrong? Nothing. This is not a bad call. So you just need to have a question answered or something. But you just don't know. And that's true with anything you do in life. Every minute you don't know what's coming down the road. And you go to work with a plan, I go to work with a plan, but the first phone call changes the plan, or the first student issue, or first coach issue, or first fire alarm, or whatever happens.
What my old Army First Sergeant always told me was to maintain a rigid state of flexibility.
Well, that's true. So
and
I always think you got to be kind of like that little duck and flip the water off your tail feathers and just go with the flow and get things as done as you can. And as I tell kids, you're either buying or selling. You've either bought in or you're selling everybody out. So you can't walk the fence.
That's right.
You got to commit one way or the other. There's no in the middle. So
absolutely. Well, we got winter sports going to be getting underway here very soon, and I know that some workouts already in place. A
couple years ago, the IHSA put in the limited contact time where out-of-season sports can actually practice 2 days a week, up to 2 hours at a time, and our out-of-season sports have been taken advantage of. The baseball and softball teams been outside when they can, and I know Coach Harder's had the girls in working out, and Coach Brown's had the boys, and our new wrestling coach, Coach Gonzalez, had our wrestlers in working, and our middle school swim coach has helped out. Our head swim coach happens to be the girls and boys golf coach at Rushville, so sometimes it's not quite as easy for him to get over here during the limited contact time because he's in season. And so we've relied pretty heavily on, Stephen Kiefaber and Zane Spurlock to help us out in that time. And our high school kids have been going in, getting some laps in the pool a little bit on those days they can be in there. And that ends for everybody but the winter sports on a week from 2 weeks from tonight. So when October 15th comes around, all the spring sports got to stop for a while, and fall sports will be finishing up, and winter sports can continue right on 2 days a week up until their first practice, which for the girls is October 18th. So they're going to end limited contact time on a Friday, and they're going to start for real on the next Monday.
And they have right out off the bat, I'm trying to think the schedule, they have Ritter and Southport.
And we get to host that little shootout that we've been in the last 2 years. It's our years to host, and it's us, Decatur Central, Cardinal Ritter, and Southport. Us and Southport will take on Decatur Central. One of us will play them in the morning, and one of us will play them at night, and vice versa with Ritter. So there'll be 4 games in the bowl that day, and then we'll have 4 games in the arena for the JV girls as well. So unfortunately for us, since it's a tournament and an invite, all sport tickets aren't good at the door. So we'll have a little ticket price, and we'll get a price out, and we'll run with it, and then we'll do the same thing when we do the boys and the girls thing on December 23rd. So we'll have 4 girls games that day and 4 guys games that day. And since it's an invitational, the rules on the pass, we just try to charge just regular admission on those nights because it's not a regular season game.
And then you've got tickets on sale for the Hall of Fame Classic on December
500
30th.
tickets right now. We can get up to 2,000. They sent us home with 500 that night, and I think I've sold a couple. But they're on sale right now, $10 a ticket. I'll take you for the morning session as well as the night session. And
I've mentioned it before. It's be good stocking stuffers.
Yeah, I mean, get your family out, go enjoy day December 23rd, get a little extra Christmas shopping in between games. And if you like basketball, it doesn't have to be Connersville Spartan basketball. You're going to see 4 pretty good teams overall today.
4 of the best. So
you got us playing Westfield at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Cathedral's going to play Homestead right after us, and then the winners are going to play the winners tonight, and
could have
the challengers will play the challengers.
Could have an all-Spartan final there with the Homestead Spartans.
You got a Spartan and the Shamrock playing in the morning, both rounds, and you could have Spartans playing Spartans tonight and Shamrocks playing Shamrocks for the most part.
There you go. All right. Well, Brent, appreciate you coming out and up the press box and talking to us. And
I'll make the long walk back. If you haven't been down here since they've done their $54 million remodeling project, and that's for the whole corporation, not just the high school. But if you've not had a chance, the new drive and
it's pretty
pull in, and it's pretty impressive.
Building a new pool, and so
$14 million pool, and turf baseball, turf softball, turf football.
That's good for the kids.
It is, and that's and I think people forget that's what it's about. It's not about me. It's not about the fans. It's about the experience and supporting the kids that are out there doing the best they can. There's not one of those kids not trying to win.
I know.
So
that's right.
They put all time in, and hopefully that'll continue.
All right, Brent. Thanks. We'll catch you down the road here, and always appreciate you.
You and Dave be safe driving home.
All right, we'll do that. Try not to hit any deer on the way home. So
thanks, Sam.
All right, Brent Duncan, our athletic director at CHS, doing a great job as he always has. So we'll bring Dave Pollard back in here. As got about a minute 20 left on the halftime clock. They've put 3 minutes back on the clock, but we're winding it down, Dave, and Spartans trail here 59-0. We will have a running clock here in the second half.
Whitewater Eye Center Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center Connersville, located at 2045 Virginia Avenue. Your vision is our focus. The place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call, 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here we're just about ready to get back underway. Here's the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. As Sophie Browndyke gets ready to kick from the East Central 40-yard line to give the Spartans first opportunity on offense. The kick is up, low kick. And it comes to the near side. Carter DeBoard takes it at about the 12. Runs to the left side. Got some running room going down the sideline. And he tries to avoid hitting Browndyke as she was the only person in front of him.
She's not scared. But a nice return by the Spartans.
They're going to put the ball at the 41-yard line. Make it the 42. So a nice run back by the board that time as he really did try to avoid hitting the girl kicker. And
she's getting the high fives from her teammates on the sideline.
You got to have fun.
Yeah.
You got to have fun. And, you know, Carter didn't want to hurt her. And, you know, not in this game. Gavin Pearson ready to take the snap, does. Hands the ball off to the first back through. That's Kyle Seifert. Goes over right guard and will maybe pick up a yard on the play, bring up second down and 9.
Clock running here in the second half.
I would look for both teams to use as much of the play clock as they possibly can with the clock running. And you said the halftime score at Rushville was
84-0.
Oh, and they're playing who?
Lawrenceburg.
Oh, that's who we get
we'll
next
see.
week.
That's who we get next week.
Okay.
Yeah, they get to make the trip back north. Lawrenceburg does next week.
Pearson takes the snap, keeps it himself, going to run it over the right side. Got one man to beat, and he's going to step out of bounds in front of the East Central Trojans bench, and he's going to pick up a first down. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
The ball placed at the 45-yard line of East Central. The key now is no one get hurt. No one get hurt in this type of game.
On either side.
Either side. Come to the near side is Dakota Reevesummer. Pearson ready for the snap, takes it, hands it off to DeBoard, goes around the left side. Quick feet, got one person to beat, and could not get around the edge as they went to the far side and lost yardage on that play. Like you say, a lot of that east-west running.
Yeah, not a lot of north-south.
Using a lot of energy and lost yardage. Lost a couple yards on the play. Brings up second down and 12. Ball placed at the 47-yard line of East Central. 15 seconds on the play clock. Clock continues to run, and the game clock coming up on 9 minutes in the third quarter. Spartans trail 59-0. Pearson takes a snap. Going to keep it himself. Pass over the middle and throws it in the ground as it was intended that time for Chad Owens. But the pass was short and hit the ground. Falls incomplete. Brings up third down and 12. Nice cool night. Had a chance to sit out there in the bleachers and listen to the fans. And they were cheering their activities going on at halftime. And nice night for football.
Oh, beautiful.
Friday Night Lights. Third down and 12. From the 47 of East Central. Connersville yet to put any points on the board. Pearson takes the snap. Passes over the middle to the board. Got yardage, but not going to make first down yardage as he is stopped before he gets to the 40-yard line. The pass was over the middle. And so it brings up fourth down.
And they'll go for it here. They are in Trojan territory. Under under 8 minutes to play.
Sorry, Sam.
That's all right. I'm sorry as well.
Dakota Reed Summer comes to the near side. 3 wide receivers to the left. Man in motion. Pearson takes it. Going to keep it himself and gets to the 40-yard line, but it's going to be a turnover by the Spartans as they turn it over on downs. And so the East Central Trojans will start 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. So the first time East Central's had the football here in the second half. Connersville did keep the football about 4.5 minutes. They stopped the clock on possession turnover, I guess. Didn't see that last week.
I think they do it different everywhere we go.
Okay. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. New quarterback in. Hands the ball off to the first running back through. Ball comes loose. Connersville says they have it. Let's see what the official says. As there's not been any indication that they're indicating second down across the way on the down marker. So evidently East Central did get the football back. East Central does have a new quarterback in. Moses Wheat is a sophomore, 6', 146. We'll try to pick up these new players as they come in and get the football. 2nd down and 9 from the 41. Again, the handoff to the first back through. Goes up the middle, got blocking.
He's gone.
And he is going to go into pay dirt.
He's fast.
So that again was Trey Ulmer. He's still in the game as he started the game in the first quarter. So with 6:26 to go in this third quarter, it's now 65-0.
So Sophie back out there to try to get another point. She might be their leading scorer.
Individually, you're right. Kick is up to the uprights and good. So it's a running clock at 6 minutes. It's now East Central 66, Connersville nothing.
We'll be back in 30. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals in tires. Don's has all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connersville. The phone number is 825-7730.
And we are back at East Central, where Connersville is down now, 66-0. 5:57 to play. Be nice for the Knights out to get rid of that goose egg.
Yes, sir. Brown Dyke ready to put her foot into the football from the East Central 40-yard line. The Ward and Lynch back deep to receive the kickoff. End over end kick goes Lynch's way on the far side. Goes to the far side towards the sideline. He's going to be arm tackled at the 25-yard line. And it looks like that's where Connersville will take over 1st and 10 from the 25.
Big day tomorrow in college basketball. Practice starts.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
Lots of excitement around IU, I'm sure.
Yep.
A lot of excitement around the Colts camp, too, but you saw how that worked out so far. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
Pearson going to keep it himself, runs over left side, and going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's funny right there.
You know, what can I say?
Yeah, all we heard was, What are they, 0-3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clock continues to run, coming up on 4:45 to go in the third quarter.
Our Bengal fans listening to us tonight, though, they had a big night, winning it as time expires on a field goal.
2nd down and 9. Ball placed at the 26-yard line of the Spartans. Ball handed off to Seifert. Again, tries to go up the middle. Maybe gets a yard or two, brings up third down. The clock continues to run. Coming up on 4:15 in the third quarter. 66-0 in favor of East Central Trojans. You know, need to say a shout out to Edith because she listens to us every game. Faithfully.
Yep. Hope to see her at some Spartan basketball games this year.
That would be nice. 3rd down and 8 from the Spartan 27. Hands the ball off again to Seifert. And a lot less room to run that time than before. So it brings up 4th down. And I would assume Connersville will probably punt the football.
We'll see here. Under 3.5 to play in the third quarter.
It would appear that they're going to run an offensive play, but we've seen them shift out of this and punt the football. But they are going to go for it. And Pearson running for his life. Got a man open. And with Braden Jones, looked like the defender might have been there a little soon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but no call.
So pretty much a flag-free game. I think there may be a couple.
Couple is all I recall.
So Spartans turn it over on downs. Ball placed at the Spartan 27-yard line. And here come the Trojans. Again, quarterbacking is Moses Wheat. And also in the backfield is Chase Bellman, number 12. Bellman gets the ball, runs over the right side. Going to be tackled. Good job by the defense that time as Spartans stopped him from getting any traction. Chance Bentley was the one that got him stopped. Got Spartan that's kind of limping out there on the field. We hope he's okay. That don't have a number.
Can't see it.
2nd down and 6 from the Spartan 24. As Wheat lines up at quarterback. Wide receivers to the right and left. And ball handed off to the running back again.
He's gone.
And going up the middle. And just like that, another score by the Central Trojans. Chase Bellman gets a handoff from Wheat and pretty much goes into the end zone untouched.
It's coming up on 9 o'clock. You're listening to the home of the Spartans, 106.9 FM, AM 1580, WLPK, Connersville.
So number 48, the senior. Brown Dyke ready for the PAT. East Central didn't have enough players on the field. They needed your calculator, Sam. And the kick is up. And what we said before?
It's good.
It's good. So with 1 minute left on the clock, it's East Central 72, 73 make it. Spartans nothing.
And we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Makes sense to trust your senses when it comes to natural gas. If a natural gas leak ever occurs, you know it has an unmistakable odor. But did you know you might see dead vegetation, glowing dirt, or bubbling water that might indicate a leak? Or you may hear a hissing gas leak sound. So use your senses. See, hear, smell. If you ever suspect a gas leak, first move your feet. Wait until you're well down the street before calling your natural gas provider or 911. Using natural gas safely just makes sense. Ohio Valley Gas, fueling your future naturally.
And we are back at Trojan Field here in St. Leon, where they have gone up 73-0, 58.4 seconds on the third quarter clock. Spartans will receive the kick. Back with that call, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Brown Dyke ready to kick. And does. End over end kick goes to the far side. And bobbled there once, but taken by Lynch, and he's going to be stopped just across the 25-yard line. And neighbor here just informed me that Carter DeBoer has been in the backfield with the Spartans the last few plays.
Okay.
So I said it was Seifert. So I stand corrected on that. It's hard to see some of the numbers. But first and 10 from the Spartan 29-yard line, as looks like they're just going to let the play clock run out in this third quarter. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to head to the sidelines, and the clock will wind down to double zeros. And your score at the end of 3 is East Central 73, Connersville nothing.
We'll be back with fourth and final quarter in a minute. This is Spartan Football on KMX 106.9.
Union Savings and Loan offers mortgage loans, home equity loans, and construction loans so you can build your dream house. USLA also offers car and truck loans, equipment loans, commercial loans, farm loans, and personal loans. So when you need financing, think Union Savings and Loan. Founded in 1892 in Connersville, and now also in Greenfield and Rushville, and on the web at uslabank.com. Union Savings and Loan.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown services and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's Pharmacy, we are here for you, 765-825-6251.
And we are back at Trojan Field. Spartans trail 73-0. Here's Dave Pollard.
Thank you, Sam. Carter DeBoer in the backfield. Next to Gavin Pearson. First and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Pearson, long pass downfield, got a man open, and a guy all over him, and finally we get a flag.
Yeah.
I mean, he did everything but order breakfast for him. Finally, pass interference, I think, is going to be called.
First time we've seen that tonight by the official.
So they're going to mark off for the yardage against East Central.
And that's an automatic first down.
15 yards and a first down, powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
The pass was just a little bit short, but the pass was high enough, and East Central defender was all over the receiver and got the flag. So Pearson takes the snap, hands it off to the board, goes over the right side, got nowhere to go. In fact, backed up a couple of yards and never got back to the line of scrimmage. So I haven't seen Kyle Seifert in the backfield. Hope that he's okay. Maybe coach is just doing some different things, trying some different things. Second down and 11. Ball placed at the Spartan 43-yard line. Coming to the near side, Dakota Reepsummer. Wide receiver to the left. Pearson takes the snap. Looking, going to be chased. Got a man on his back and throws it incomplete. That time as the ball was intended for Braden Pearson on the far side. It was going to bring up third down and 11. Clock continues to run, coming up on 9:50 to go. 73-0, East Central.
One of those nights there against a very quality opponent. One of the best in the state, ranked 4th in one poll, 5th in another.
I'm sure that ranking will probably just get even better.
Yep.
Coming to the near side is Lynch. Pearson hands the ball off to the board, tries to go up the middle, and it's got nowhere to go. Brings up fourth down. So a quick snap that time, handed off to the board, but tackle before he got back to the original line of scrimmage is going to bring up fourth down and 10. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in the game. 73-0 in favor of East Central. Pearson ready for the snap. Takes it. Looks for someone to pass to. Still looking. Got a man open down the field, and it is almost caught, but then it goes through the hands. And
had a couple defenders around him, but
goes through the hands of Gavin Lynch. So Spartans will turn the ball over again on downs. And East Central will have great field position at the Spartan 44-yard line.
8:20 to play in the game.
East Central comes out on offense. Wheat. Ready for quarterback as soon as the officials get set. Chase Bellman in the backfield. Wheat takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Tries to go over the right side, and Connersville's defense was ready for him. And he's going to pick up about a yard loss on that play. So
one of the rare losses by the Trojans.
Yeah, Wheat just kept the ball himself after the fake handoff to Bellman. East Central comes up to the line. Clock continues to run, 7:20 to go. Wheat looks who he has in the backfield. It's Bellman. Hands the ball off to Bellman and bounces off one tackler, and it's going to be gang tackled by 3 or 4 Spartans as some of his own players try to push him forward. They'll give him forward progress, but it's still going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, he gained about a yard there, but looked like a pinball out there bouncing around.
Wheat comes to the sideline, gets instructions from the coaching staff. Bellman will line up in the backfield. It's 3rd down and 11 from the Spartan 45. Make it the 44-yard line. Wheat takes a snap. And ball comes loose, and I think East Central did fall on it. Well, let's see what the officials say. And they say Connersville got that fumble. So good job by the defense as Connersville gets their first turnover of the night. It comes with 6:15 to go. Connersville will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's positive here. Down to 6 minutes to play in the game. Score 73-0. East Central Trojans over our Connersville Spartans.
Color Reeve Summer comes to the near side. Lynch in the slot. Pearson takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Goes over right side. Got running room going down the sideline. Going to be pushed out of bounds inside East Central territory at about the 44-yard line. Move the chains. Give them a 1st down. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
Ball placed at the Trojan 43-yard line. Coming up on 5:15 to go in the game. 73-zip. East Central, been all East Central since the first 21 seconds of the game. Pearson takes the snap. Hands the ball off to the board, comes over the left side. And
good run there.
Good run that time. And Carter DeBoard picks up about 8 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Or 2nd down on 2, I'm sorry. I looked at the 2 and said 8. Now, why did I do that? We'll call it 2nd and 3, Sam. How's that?
2nd and 3 is what it looks like to me. Right in front of us.
Right in front of us. 2nd and 3 from the Trojan 36-yard line. Pearson takes the snap, hands the ball off to the board, goes around the right side, got running room, 1 tackle missed, and going to be stopped at about the 20-yard line. We'll see where the forward progress puts him. Looks like maybe at the 21. So another 1st down picked up by the Spartans. 1st down's powered by
Hickory Creek, Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line of East Central. I think the deepest territory that they have been all game long. And again, handed off to the board. Goes around the right side, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Looks like they're going to move the chains. Yep.
And they're going to give Connersville another first down. First down's powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville and North Grand Avenue. And they are across from
my alma mater, Grandview School.
So it's going to
I
be...
graduated 6th grade there.
Did you?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. And handed the ball, Braden Pearson keeps it himself and gets inside the 5-yard line. As Connersville could have got a first down without scoring, but Gavin Pearson carried the football, kept it himself after the fake handoff to the board.
Under 3 minutes to play. Spartans knocking on the door for a touchdown here. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Second down, Spartans. Wide receivers to the right. Pearson hands the ball off to the board. He gets away from one tackle, but then gang tackle back at the 10-yard line, a loss of yardage. So instead of going forward to the end zone, he's going to bring up third down and close to 10 yards. So they can get a first down without scoring.
2:15 to play.
Coming to the near side, Braden Pearson. The receivers to the right.
Ball loose.
Ball handed off that time to Carter DeBoard, and no place to go.
Minute 50.
Ball placed at the 15-yard line. Fourth down. Coach Connersville going to go for it. This deep in East Central territory. Try to get some points on the board, get rid of that goose egg. Snap back. Pearson looking for somebody to pass to. Got a man wide open, Braden Pearson. Braden Pearson, a 10-yard pass from Gavin Pearson.
Get rid of that goose egg. Clock continues to run down to minute 10.
Shaw ready for the PAT. Snap is back, and it's muffed by the holder, Lynch. And East Central falls on it, so the extra point is no good. So with 55 seconds to go, it's still the Trojans 73, Connersville 6.
Still sounds better than 73-0.
Absolutely.
You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connersville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
That one for you, live from Spartan Field.
So Connersville will kick off to East Central. And this was the first kickoff to East Central since the beginning of the game. When Connersville won the toss and deferred. Nolan Shaw will kick from the Spartan 40-yard line. With 55.7 seconds to go. Waiting for the kick. Approaches the football. End over end kick. Goes to the deep man. And he picks it up and going to run with it. Got some blocking up front. Going to be tackled right about the 25-yard line. And that's where East Central will take over 1st and 10. If they exchange the football and players
in time, which I don't think they will. I think they'll probably just let the clock run here. We're down to 25 seconds.
Ball placed at the Trojan 29-yard line. 1st and 10, and I think the players are on the field. They're just going to let the clock run out and end the game. And that's what they do. Your final score here from East Central is East Central 73, Connersville 6.
We'll be back to wrap it up in 2 minutes. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
So many choices in flooring today, it's hard to know where to begin. The design experts at Wholesale Carpets of Connersville is here to help. Wholesale Carpets is the largest stocking dealer in the state with 3 warehouses full of carpet, laminate, hardwood, and vinyl flooring, including luxury vinyl, waterproof plank flooring for the look of hardwood without that hefty price tag. Residential or commercial, 12 months same as cash, and professional installation is available. Turn your makeover dream into a reality at Wholesale Carpets of Connersville. Call today, 825-4363.
Natural gas is one of the world's cleanest and safest fuels, but it's not immune to accidents and damage caused by you or workers on or near your property. The law requires you to call 811 2 working days before you plan to dig and give them the location of the excavation site. Are you installing a mailbox, fence post, or shrubs? Are you building a house or merely a flower bed? Whether you're planning to do it yourself or hire a professional, call 811 toll-free before you dig. You'll be glad you did. Ohio Valley Gas, fueling your future naturally.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Choosing your OBGYN is very personal. You want a doctor with expertise and experience who also listens to your concerns. If you're looking for an OBGYN, make an appointment with Dr. Bruce Benninger at Cambridge City Family Health Partners at 478-4541. That's 478-4541. His patients praise his kind and gentle manner and the expert care he provides. Call Cambridge City Family Health Partners at 478-4541 for your appointment today. A Henry Community Health Medical Group.
And we are back at East Central, where the Trojans have defeated our Spartans final 73-6. Dave, from the outset, it was all Trojans. They're just a lot to handle.
Yeah, Connersville gave them the football first, deferred, and within 21 seconds, East Central scored, and they were off and running tonight.
That they were. After one, it was 38-0. The Spartans find themselves down. They did have one first down there in that first quarter, but they had 2 turnovers. They fumbled it, and then they threw an interception. So 38-0 after one. Well, second quarter, they did a lot of damage as well. The Trojans, they score 3 times, and they make it 59-0. Spartans had an interception there and turned it over, as but a couple of first downs as well. After 3, it was 73-0, and the Trojans scored twice, and with 1:44 to play in that third quarter, that was the last of their scoring for the evening. In the fourth quarter, Spartans score late with 1:20 to play. They did get 4 first downs, and they had 8 first downs on the night. So running clock the entire second half. Spartans did what they could. You know, they never gave up. They never held their head down. They kept on playing, but against one of the best, ranked number 4 in the state, are the Central Trojans.
Yeah, they've got great tradition here, and they've always been tough, played Connersville tough, and it was just a matter of numbers. East Central probably with 100 players on their roster. Not all of them played, but, you know, Connersville, like you said, never gave up. They played to the very end and put 6 points on the board, so never gave up.
They did not. And since we have been in the EIAC since 2013, we have yet to defeat the Trojans. One day it'll come.
Just got to keep faith.
That's
keep
right.
working. Keep working hard at it. That's all you can do.
That'll do it for the postgame show. We're going to step out and take our final 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have the FCN Bank play of the game. Once again, Spartans fall here tonight, Final 73-6. This is Spartan football on K-Mix 106.9.
Union Savings and Loan is an old-school community bank founded in Connersville in 1892 and still locally owned and operated today. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you need financing. They also have a trust department. And with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street, Union Savings and Loan is truly Connersville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, people you know, neighbors you trust.
And we are back one last time here at East Central High School. Time now for the play of the game. It's powered by FCN Bank, your hometown bank. FCN Bank with locations in Connersville, Brookville, and all over Southeast Indiana, Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference territory is FCN Bank. So, David?
We got the last play and points scored by the Spartans. They were backed up on the 14-yard line, and it was 4th down. And a 10-yard pass from Gavin Pearson, the quarterback, to Braden Pearson, wide receiver over the middle for the 6-point score for the Spartans.
And that is your FCN Bank play of the game. FCN Bank powers this night in and night out. They are your hometown bank, member FDIC. And that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. As I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all those who make it possible, all those that power these games. Thank you, our listener, those who have hung in with us tonight. We certainly appreciate that. I'd like to thank my teammates, Corey Fry back in the studio, our studio engineer, and my right-hand man, the voice of the Spartans right here. Could not do these games without him, Mr. Dave Pollard. Once again, Spartans fall here tonight, final 73-6. This has been a presentation of WLPK Sports.